It's finally happening. The moment your soul has been whispering about for months, perhaps even years, has arrived. The universe is parting the veils, and from September 4th to September 7th, 2025, a full moon unlike any other in your lifetime will rise, casting her silver light not only across the earth, but deep within the corridors of your spirit. This is no ordinary lunar event. This is a cosmic initiation, a 4-day portal of frequency, so potent, so divinely orchestrated, that everything you thought you knew about yourself and your path will be called into question. The air will hum with an almost electric stillness, as if time itself is holding its breath, waiting for you to awaken to your next chapter. The ancients spoke of nights like these nights, when the moon becomes more than a celestial body. She is a mirror, a messenger, a doorway into higher time. The sky will shimmer like a prophecy fulfilled, and you will feel it in your bones before your mind can even name it. This is the crack between worlds, a sacred pause when the universe leans closer, whispering secrets meant only for those who are listening. Are you ready to listen? Because the next 4 days will hold revelations so profound they will echo through the rest of your life. The September full moon is not simply a phase in the sky. It is a celestial summoning, a call that reverberates through every layer of your being. This moon rises in Pisces, the sign of dreams, intuition, and the unseen realms, while the sun stands in Virgo, illuminating every hidden corner of your psyche with razor-sharp clarity. Together, they weave a tapestry of revelation, the heart and the mind, the mystical and the practical, dancing in sacred union. The days between September 4th and 7th are a rare window, a cosmic doorway through which divine energy pours freely onto the planet, bathing you in frequencies that have been dormant within your soul for lifetimes. The alignment of planets during this window is not random, it is deliberate, like a divine appointment written in the stars before you were born. This full moon carries the vibration of karmic completion and quantum acceleration, a simultaneous ending and beginning that feels like standing at the edge of a cliff, watching the sunrise over an entirely new world. You have felt it building, haven't you? The sense that something monumental is just beyond the veil. That is no coincidence. The cosmos has been rearranging itself, preparing this exact moment for you. This is not just a full moon. This is a spiritual initiation. The days of September 4th through 7th are charged with a frequency so potent it feels like destiny itself is pressing pause. The veil between worlds thins to nothing, and the messages of your higher self, your guides, and your ancestors become crystal clear if you are willing to listen. Imagine standing beneath a waterfall of starlight, every drop carrying codes of awakening meant just for you. That's what this energy feels like. The astrological currents are pulling you inward, asking you to shed the noise, the distractions, and the illusions you've carried for too long. You will feel it in your body, a heaviness in your chest, a tingle in your spine, a quiet voice, urging you to slow down. These sensations are not random. They are proof that your soul is syncing with the heartbeat of the cosmos. For some, these days will feel intense, emotional, even overwhelming. But for those who are prepared, they will be the spark that lights the next chapter of their soul's evolution. The question is not whether you're ready for change. The question is whether you're willing to be still long enough to receive it. The September full moon is a beacon, and its light is not gentle. This time it is piercing, revealing, undeniable. It will shine into every shadowed part of you, every truth you've tried to bury, every dream you've been too afraid to claim. These 4 days are a turning point, a karmic checkpoint where the universe asks, are you ready to step into who you truly are? The energy is building like a tidal wave, and solitude is the only safe harbor. This is a moon of revelation, where timelines collapse and converge. Old versions of you will dissolve like mist, and new frequencies will awaken in your spirit. You may feel disoriented, raw, even cracked open. That's because the light is not here to comfort, it's here to transform. Every soul on earth will feel this shift, but only those who choose silence will hear the deeper message hidden beneath the chaos. This isn't just another astrological transit. This is a sacred initiation, written in the stars as a divine appointment. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were chosen to hold more light than ever before. And these 4 days are the crucible that will prepare you. Solitude is not just recommended during this time, it is required. These days are a sacred pause, a deliberate clearing of space, so that the universe can pour into you without resistance. The full moon is sending transmissions that cannot be decoded amidst chaos, social noise, or endless distractions. This isn't isolation. This is initiation. You are being called to step away from the noise of the world and enter the temple of your own spirit, where the truth can finally reach you without interference. Think of it like a sacred ceremony. You would not bring the chatter of the outside world into a temple. You would remove your shoes, bow your head, and prepare to receive. That's what this 4-day portal is. A divine invitation, a time when the world will feel loud, intense, even chaotic, but your soul is being asked to anchor in silence. This is where clarity is born. This is where magic happens. The solitude you create will become a protective shield, allowing you to feel and integrate the shifts without being drained by others' energy. In this full moon window, the energy is so potent that it will magnify everything. Your emotions, your intuition, your sensitivity to other people's energy. This is why solitude is your ally. The more you try to distract yourself with social plans, scrolling, or external stimulation, the more fragmented you will feel. But when you choose silence, something miraculous happens. You sync with the rhythm of the universe itself. You become the still point in a storm. Solitude becomes a frequency amplifier, helping you hear the whispers of your higher self that are often drowned out by the world. This is your cocoon, your sanctuary, your chrysalis. And just like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, this transformation cannot be rushed or shared prematurely. It must happen in the dark, in stillness, in sacred privacy. If your soul has been craving space, this is why. You are being prepared to receive an upgrade so massive that it requires every ounce of your focus and presence. Solitude during this window is not a punishment, it is a privilege. The universe is giving you a rare and precious opportunity to reset, recharge, and realign with your true path. These 4 days are a spiritual initiation chamber where you will receive guidance, healing, and insight that could shift the entire trajectory of your life. Think of solitude as a protective circle of light, one that keeps you safe while the energetic codes of this full moon rewrite your very DNA. This is a time for spiritual listening, a time to put your hand on your heart and feel the pulse of your destiny. You may feel drawn to disconnect from technology, from social obligations, from old narratives, and that is exactly the point. You are not withdrawing because you are weak. You are withdrawing because you are strong enough to answer the call. These days are a test of your willingness to honor your soul above all else. During this full moon window, cosmic downloads will pour into your consciousness like lightning bolts of wisdom. These are not fleeting insights. They are divine blueprints, messages from your higher self, and revelations about your life purpose that can only be heard in stillness. If you do not give yourself solitude, these messages may be drowned out by the noise of the world, slipping through your fingers like water. Your intuition will be heightened. Your dreams will carry symbols, and synchronicities will guide you. But these messages are like whispers in a crowded room. You must leave the crowd to hear them. Imagine receiving an instruction manual for your next chapter, a spiritual map of where your soul is heading. That's what these downloads are, but they require your full attention. Give yourself the gift of silence, and the universe will speak, louder than ever before. This full moon carries ancestral energy, stirring the old wounds and patterns of your lineage. You may feel emotions rising that don't seem entirely your own: grief, fear, anger, or heaviness. This is ancestral energy, surfacing for release. Your body is a sacred vessel for this healing, and solitude will help you recognize and clear what is not truly yours. These emotions are not here to overwhelm you. They are here to free you. You are the chosen one in your family line, the one meant to break cycles and open new pathways. During these days, you may find yourself crying without reason, experiencing vivid dreams of ancestors, or feeling waves of energy moving through your body. Trust it. This is the past unraveling so that you can move forward unburdened. Solitude allows you to hold sacred space for this process. It gives you the privacy and safety to release, to honor your lineage, and to heal generations through your own transformation. This full moon marks a collapse of timelines, the energetic threads of old realities dissolving around you. You may feel a sense of loss, confusion, or disorientation, as if the life you once knew no longer fits. That's because it doesn't. The universe is pulling you out of old frequencies that no longer match your vibration. Solitude is essential because you are in the middle of a great rewiring. The old timelines are breaking apart, and your soul is choosing new ones. This is a moment of destiny, a quantum leap disguised as an emotional purge. When you are alone, you can consciously release these old timelines with grace rather than clinging to what's crumbling. Your higher self is whispering, let go and trust. The collapse may feel unsettling, but it is the prelude to miracles. The emotional intensity of this full moon will be like a spiritual cleanse, flushing out stagnant energy that has weighed you down for months or even years. You may find yourself crying deeply, laughing unexpectedly, or feeling waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere. This is the detox, the great purge that makes space for new energy to enter your life. Solitude is vital because this process is deeply personal and sacred. You need time to let these emotions move through you without judgment or interruption. This is your spirit's way of saying, we cannot carry this into the next chapter. Give yourself the time to cry, to write, to scream into a pillow, or to simply sit in silence. On the other side of this release is lightness, clarity, and peace you haven't felt in years. Your intuition will be at its sharpest during this full moon window. You may feel more connected to other people's energy, the emotions of the collective, and even the whispers of the spirit realm. This heightened psychic sensitivity is a gift, but without solitude, it can feel overwhelming. You are like a tuning fork during this time, picking up on everything around you. That's why being alone isn't just a preference, it's a necessity. In silence, you can discern what is truly yours versus what belongs to others. You can strengthen your intuition instead of being drained by external chaos. If you've been seeking a deeper connection to your guides or your inner voice, this is your moment. But you must protect your energy fiercely. When the veil thins during this full moon, your dreams will become a portal of prophecy. You may dream of future events, receive guidance from loved ones who have passed, or encountered powerful symbols that hold keys to your destiny. These dreams are sacred messages, and solitude ensures you can remember and interpret them without distraction. Keep a dream journal beside your bed during these 4 days, and pay close attention to recurring images, numbers, or phrases. The universe will be speaking in riddles and visions, giving you clues to your soul's next steps. This is not a time to brush off your dreams. They are maps of what is unfolding. During this powerful, energetic shift, the universe will test your boundaries. People may pull on your energy, drama may rise, or temptations to overextend yourself may appear. This is not a coincidence. These are spiritual tests to see if you are ready to honor your own needs above the demands of others. Solitude is your way of passing the test. By choosing yourself, by saying no, by stepping away, you prove to the universe that you are ready for the next level of your soul's mission. This isn't selfishness, this is sovereignty. Your willingness to protect your own energy now will set the tone for the months ahead. This full moon is not just a cycle, it is a spiritual ignition point. 4 months, maybe years, you felt the quiet hum of your calling. That subtle yet relentless pull towards something bigger than yourself. Now, the hum becomes a roar. These 4 days are a ceremonial fire, and you are being invited to step into it, not to burn, but to emerge luminous. This is the moment when your spiritual gifts, which have been patiently waiting in the wings of your life, are called to center stage. You may feel a sudden and inexplicable clarity about your purpose, a knowing so deep it transcends logic. Ideas, visions, and insights will come in waves, arriving not from your conscious mind, but from your soul's ancient memory. Solitude is not just helpful here, it's essential. These transmissions cannot be absorbed while you are distracted by the noise of the world. You must create a container for them, a sacred space where they can anchor deeply into your heart. In spirit, think of it like planting seeds in rich soil. If the ground is constantly disturbed, nothing will grow. These days are about stabilizing, grounding, and allowing these powerful codes of activation to root themselves within you. When this window closes, you will not be the same. You will carry the energy of someone who has remembered why they came to this earth, and that remembrance will ripple outward into every area of your life. This full moon is the prologue to one of the most powerful chapters of your life. From September through December, the astrology of 2025 will accelerate everything you're healing. Your growth, your opportunities, your lessons. What you do during these 4 days will set the tone for all of it. This isn't just a reset. It's a sacred preparation. Think of these days as a still point, a moment where you stand at the crossroads of destiny. You are being asked to choose alignment over distraction, intention over impulse, and faith over fear. If you listen closely, you will feel the pull of your future self calling you forward, showing you glimpses of the person you are becoming. These glimpses may come through dreams, sudden inspiration, or a deep inner knowing that something extraordinary is about to unfold. Solitude will allow you to hear that voice clearly, to map out your intentions, and to fortify your energy before the whirlwind of transformation begins. Without this pause, you risk stepping into the months ahead unprepared, carrying the weight of old timelines and unhealed wounds. But with it, you walk into the final quarter of 2025 as a conscious creator, ready to claim everything that is meant for you. This full moon is your orientation, your spiritual briefing. The universe is saying, sit down, listen, get ready. And so, we arrive at the heart of this cosmic message. This window of September 4th to 7th is not to be taken lightly. The energy is not here to entertain you. It is here to evolve you. You may feel your nervous system vibrating like a live wire, your dreams more vivid than usual, your intuition sharper than a blade. This is proof that your frequency is rising. But with great expansion comes the need for deep rest. If you try to push through this portal without honoring its call for stillness, your body and spirit will rebel. You may feel exhausted, drained, or emotionally scattered. That's because this level of energy demands your reverence. It is not meant to be consumed like a fast-moving trend. It is meant to be integrated, absorbed, embodied. When you give yourself permission to step back, to be alone, to retreat, you allow these upgrades to settle into your system gracefully. These 4 days are an initiation chamber, and like all sacred rites of passage, they require stillness and respect. This is why so many spiritual traditions emphasize solitude before transformation. Silence is the soil of awakening. Without it, the seeds of wisdom cannot take root. Do not be surprised if the universe creates this solitude for you, even if you resist it. Plans may fall through, invitations may disappear, unexpected quiet may surround you. This is not rejection. This is redirection. This is divine orchestration. The universe knows how important this reset is, and it will rearrange your life to ensure you have space for it. If you've been afraid of being alone, let this be the time when you rewrite that fear. You are not lonely. You are being initiated. You are not being abandoned. You are being prepared. The moon herself is calling you closer, pulling you out of the chaos and into her silver embrace. Solitude is not an empty space. It is a living altar, a temple of your own creation, where divine wisdom can finally reach you without distortion. These 4 days are about saying yes to that temple, saying yes to yourself. And when you do, you will find that the silence you once feared is actually the voice of God, the hum of your soul, the breath of destiny. The emotional intensity of this time may feel like a storm, but you must remember, storms clear the air. Every tear that falls, every old wound that surfaces, every unexpected surge of grief or joy is a message from your soul saying, we are ready to release this now. This is emotional alchemy at its highest level, and solitude is what gives you the safety to feel it fully. Without solitude, you may be tempted to suppress these feelings, to distract yourself from them, or to project them onto others. But when you choose to be alone, you create a sacred space for transformation. You become both the healer and the healed, both the witness and the one being witnessed. This is where true healing happens, not in front of an audience, not in the rush of daily life, but in the quiet moments where you allow yourself to unravel and be remade. If you've been carrying emotional weight for years, this full moon will loosen it. But only you can choose to set it down. This window is not about doing, it's about being. The astrology of this full moon is not asking you to hustle harder, to plan more, or to fill your calendar with rituals and practices. It is asking you to soften, to surrender, to listen. You are being asked to enter a receptive state where your heart becomes the altar and your breath becomes the prayer. This is a profound shift because, in a world that glorifies productivity, choosing stillness is a revolutionary act. But it is in that stillness that you will hear the clearest guidance, the whispers of your destiny that can't compete with the noise of constant motion. These 4 days are not for pushing. They are for opening. They are for saying, I trust, I receive, I am ready. And when you embody that frequency, the universe rushes in to meet you. To ignore this call to solitude is to risk spiritual burnout. The energy coming through is so high frequency that your system needs time to adjust. If you try to keep up with life as usual, you may feel disoriented, fatigued, or emotionally ungrounded. The universe is not punishing you, it is protecting you. These 4 days are like a pause between heartbeats, a moment of stillness, before the next great surge of energy carries you forward. Imagine running a marathon without stopping to rest or hydrate would collapse. The same is true here. Solitude is your spiritual hydration, your nourishment, your rest. Without it, the coming months will feel heavier than they need to. But with it, you'll emerge from this portal refreshed, clear, and vibrating at a higher frequency than ever before. This is not the time to question your worthiness, to doubt your path, or to compare yourself to others. This is the time to trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. The astrology of this full moon is a cosmic affirmation that you are chosen, not in a way that elevates you above others, but in a way that confirms your unique role in the grand symphony of life. You are here now because your soul agreed to hold a particular light, to anchor a particular frequency. And these 4 days are the tuning fork that will bring you into resonance with your highest self. If you've been searching for validation, this is the moment to realize you don't need it. The moon sees you, the stars see you. The universe is conspiring in your favor. You are stepping into a new chapter, one that will not be written by fear, doubt, or obligation, but by alignment, truth, and purpose. These 4 days are the sacred pause before the leap. The energy may feel heavy because you are standing in the doorway between worlds, and part of you is still grieving what must be left behind. Honor that grief. Let yourself feel it, but also allow yourself to feel the excitement, the anticipation, the knowing that something extraordinary is waiting on the other side. This is the last inhale before the exhale that changes everything. So how should you spend these days? Keep it simple, intentional, and sacred. Begin with moon meditations. Sit under the light of the full moon. Breathe deeply and ask for guidance. Journal every thought, every emotion, every vision that comes through. Perform water rituals. Cleanse yourself in a bath with salt and herbs, or pour water over your hands and feet with gratitude, releasing all that no longer serves you. Practice shadow work by asking yourself what needs to be released, forgiven, or embraced. Spend time in complete silence, even if it's only for an hour a day, and let yourself be with your own presence without judgment. This is your time to come home to yourself. Make your space feel like a sanctuary. Light candles, play soft music, and invite the divine to sit with you. You will never be the same after this moon. These 4 days are a line in the sand, a moment where the universe declares, you are ready. This is the separation of timelines, the awakening of your higher self, and the confirmation that everything you've endured has prepared you for this exact moment. You are not just observing astrology, you are embodying it. You are becoming the living proof of divine alignment. When you step out of this window, you will feel lighter, clearer, and more anchored in your truth than ever before. The moon has initiated you, the stars have marked you, and your soul has answered. Now you walk forward, not as the person you were, but as the person you came here to be.